I really, when I'm over here by myself, I want to go in there and test it, but I don't know how to turn it on. So it's intriguing. Come and praise the Lord. And so here we are, amen, with a young man who's about to try something different. Hope y'all catching what I'm saying. Different approach. Wanting to start on time. I'm asking him, how dare you come in here talking about starting on time? You know we don't say. I look out the window, there ain't but two people out there. Here he is in the pulpit talking about, got this brother open the service up. Ain't nobody here, man. Troy just opened the service up. And the folk ain't came yet. And I'm saying to myself, not to him, I wouldn't dare say that to him, but I'm saying, man, ain't nobody here. And he's saying we got to do this way, because this is the correct way, and amen, they'll come. There's somebody, there's somebody out there that's longing for order in the church. There's somebody waiting on order to set up in the church. Now you're saying, Walter, well, you're true. Am I admitting that? Yeah, we talk. Well, we are today. They had family and friend day. I got any friends in there at all? So with that said, I'm putting things in order, even though it's criticizing me. But order is worth the criticism. Order is worth the criticism because order is what God instilled. And that's what God calls for. He calls for order. Amen. Let all things be done decently and in order. Is that Bible? That's what the word said. The word said, let it be done decently and in order. Forget about what Walters is saying. Amen. What he did, do it decently and in order. And then get blessed. Not by people, but by God. Keep on doing it. God will send you some folk that'll be here when you drive up. If you ain't seen nothing, you'll send you some folk, since you want to be in order. He said, I'll send you some folk that are already in order, and they'll be here when you get here before you even get started. Because that's what God does. Come and say, praise the Lord. So here it is. Here's David. I'm closing. I know y'all want me to close. Here David comes now, praise God, getting ready to try to challenge Goliath. But the stuff that Saul gave him won't work. Saul got enough sense not to force on him what he used. I hope y'all can hear what I'm saying. Spirit's talking loud in you today. Yeah, he talking loud. Saul, amen, had enough God in him, even though he was messed up. Hello, watching. He's messed up, but he had enough God left in him to understand I need to get out of the way and let God do this thing. I need to step back and watch God while he works. Anybody in here? Only thing wrong with Saul, he got attitude after he did it. Folk that are older have to watch themselves or have to watch me that I don't get an attitude. Y'all don't want to admit it. Amen. We have a tendency, older people, because ain't nobody in here old as I am, so I'm talking about me. Amen. Praise. We have a tendency to be angry about change when we're not the one who initiates it. Right. Amen. If change came from me, I'd accept it. Or if you gave me a man in here at my age, me and both, about 90, then he'd tell me, to do something that's okay. You give me a man that's 40, 35, and I got a problem. He's trying to take over. I'm talking about real stuff, people. I'm talking about real stuff. I'm talking about what really happens to a man when he has to, amen, relinquish what he's thought to be, amen, what was his throne, so to speak, and now he's about to, amen, turn it over to somebody else. You got to watch that, because these things are real that I'm telling you. Amen. Let's hear it get there. David, Saul got out of the way. David got his slingshot. Went down there and called it John a couple of names. He didn't call him no name. Yes, he did. Y'all ain't ready. He caught some names. Big head giant. You coming down here, I'm coming to you. You coming one way, I'm coming another way. And guess what? I'm victorious. Because I'm coming to you in the name of the Lord. The praises that are started in the church that are given to the glory of God are not about Walters, it's not about Elder Walters or Joe Walters. It's about God. The praises belong to him. I asked him a while ago, what's the name of that song, man? They sang that song. What's that song, son? Arise, O God, and take your place. I got it all wrong. I was trying to say it. I was singing it. I was saying, arise, God, shine, and show your glory. That's the whole version of it. I do it the best I could. But it don't say, arise, O God, and take your place. Where's your place? At the head. It's at the front, praise God. And so now David gets up, amen, praise God, and starts to take his place. And where is it? It's at the head. And he goes forward, praise God, and puts the slingshot in his hand and wind it up, praise God, and get ready to turn it loose. Amen. The slingshot itself is not the power, but the power of God that went with the obedience of anybody that obeys God. And he wound it up real good and turned it loose and hit the giant in the middle of the head. I wish I ain't got it. Slay the giant. That's all right. Let me close. I may have to call Elder Troy. He's a word man. If I remember correctly, in closing, Jesus had his disciples to get ready to go to the other side. He said these words in the book of Mark. He said, let us go over to the other side. And so they prepared to go over the other side. In Matthew, it's a little bit different, but it's the same approach. And he says, let us go to the other side. But Jesus went up into the mountains. The disciples went and got in the boat and started across to the other side. In Mark, a storm came up. The winds were boisterous and blowing, about to fill the little boat and carry it under. That's the way life is sometimes. Look like the boat is filled up. And God is commanding you to continue rowing. And you're wondering, why in the world am I rowing? And the boat is constantly sinking. But he's commanded us to go to the other side. And what we've got to come to a conclusion, amen, in our minds, is that what God has got on the other side is better than what's on this side. I feel something. So the preparation to cross over is not bad. Now somebody is misreading this because they're thinking I'm talking about getting ready to die. Well, it is that. But I'm not talking about that right now, even though I could die before the day is over. But I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about crossing over into the new. Which is sometimes, amen, hard for us because we don't always like new. We like for things to stay the same. In Matthew, it's a little bit different. Jesus told them to go to the other side, and he went up in the mountains and began to pray. An art that the church seemingly has forgotten about. Prayer is so necessary. I heard a young lady praying the other day, and I looked out the window to see if that really was her. And it was her. And you don't mind me calling you a girl, because she isn't, compared to my age, she was praying, that girl was praying. Now, my first thought was, let me get out of here and go out there with them because she's praying. But what I detected, I should have went right then. I detected wasn't nobody praying with her. Oh, all right. Come on. Can I say that again? Wasn't nobody praying with her. Used to be a song, this is years and years ago. Way down yonder by myself, couldn't hear nobody pray. That's a sad place to be in the church. Somebody crying out to God hard as they can, and won't nobody say amen. Won't nobody say yes, Lord. In the church when it first started, I wasn't there when it first started, but in the church when I got saved, there was a song that was sung by the saints of God. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You came in learning that song. But it was the reason why. And we're not teaching our young people why. Why are you saying yes? Come on. Why are you saying yes? Why are you saying yes? Yes is in agreement. Yeah. And except you agree with God, you can't walk with Him. When we went out here in a trail by ourselves, because we ain't walking with God. It takes a yes to walk with God. Sometimes it's hummed under your voice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they didn't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Get more power out of that than it would with screaming to the top of our voices. But yes, yes, your Lord. Yeah, I can't say it. Yes, Lord. Something wrong with the men in this church. A lot of us can't sing. I didn't say you, brother. I didn't call you. Woo! We need some men to learn how to say yes, Lord. It's all right. Yes, Lord. I agree with you. Yes, Lord. That's what it is. It's yes all day long. That's what it is. The older saints knew it. They couldn't sing no more than I could. But they moaned it. That's what they did, son. That's what they did. And they kept on moaning until the church caught on to it. And the folk that was coming in late, amen, that when they used to, amen, try to find somebody to talk to, when nobody there to talk to, everybody was saying, yes, Lord. these young men that are being raised up, they got the attitude, the mentality of talking to God and hollering to God until God do something in this church. We need to move. Yes means I agree. Yes means I don't have any opposition to what you're doing. And I loved it when they would say, yes all day. Yes. Yes all day. And when I left there, it was still yes. When I went home in the evening, it was still yes. It was ringing.